Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryu Goes Rar. This is probably an earlier part to be uploaded than a lot of you were expecting, but I'm not really playing the game as much anymore, so I don't feel too bad about recording these parts a little earlier. Usually, it would be just because I didn't want to, because I had already played some StarCraft for the day. Didn't want to go extra on it. But you know what? May as well finish up the series, get it done with. Um, have a little bit of free time right now before I start practicing drawing. I've been trying to get into art. I gotta say, it's really fun to draw, but drawing is really, really hard. There's a lot of things that I think people would seem or people would see as very simple, but are actually like really difficult. One of the things I've been struggling on mostly is like drawing proper circles and making 3D shapes look neat. But that aside, we're going to be playing some more games today. We left off at Diamond 2. We'll probably get Diamond 1 today. I was just about to talk about when we were going to get a game, but there we go. Okay, finally. Yeah, so we'll probably get Diamond 1 on this video. I actually don't remember how close we were to it. Maybe we get it Masters 3. I don't know. Still deciding, actually, whether or not I want this series to go to just Masters 3 or Masters 1. Not that there's much of, well, I guess there is a big difference, now that I think about it. Low Masters and High Masters is actually, like, massive. Somebody in Masters 3 is way worse than somebody in Masters 1. However, I think the biggest differences in this game that you'll notice are people in low GM, like entry GM, to like actual high GM. Though that is when the game gets pretty rad and crazy. People up in high GM, like it's a completely different ball game there. Okay, so it's a TBT, so we're gonna open up 1616. I'm just gonna go for a 17 scout. 1616 isn't something you automatically have to do, but I kind of like doing it, so we're gonna do it. I think it's okay on this map. Arguably, like, this ramp makes it a little bit tricky, but you have, like, the high ground ramp at the natural, so it's okay. Some of you may be wondering, too, like, why is high GM so much better than low GM, and why is it, like, I'm gonna say this right now, it's a way bigger difference than bronze to diamond, and that's because at low GM, you think you know a lot, right? But let me tell you, low GM ain't shit once you get to high GM. It's a completely different ballgame out there. Okay, so that's a reactor first. What is this guy doing? Okay, he's building his depot. And he's also trying to expand, what? Okay, we're just gonna body block this for a second. I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay, so he threw down a CC, and he skipped his reactor. What do? Well, first off, you don't have to worry too greatly. He's going to be rushing out 2 Marines, right? So what this means is right away, we can send out our Reaper, right? And we can skip the bunker. So skip your bunker, because he's not going to have a Reaper, he's not going to have anything aggressive, and yeah, that's about it. Still make this safety Marine, though, because you're going to float 50 minerals regardless. You don't need that 50 minerals, you might as well have it. Just in case they do an SCV scout. And you're gonna send your SCV, or your Reaper, immediately into their main, get this free kill. So that's a free factory kill. He pulled some workers, we can get another. Let's quickly just micro this. And let's get out. 2 is enough. Okay, so he has 2 Marines right away. So already, if we're doing the same build, we just have a slight lead. We're about to get a big lead here if this Reaper gets a 3rd SCV. Oh, that's huge. You canceled the CC too. Alright, so this is already, like, gigantic. Like, this is at top GM, right? Let's use top GM as an example. This is leave-worthy. At stuff like low GM or fucking diamond, it doesn't matter if you lose this many workers, but against somebody who, like, knows how to play the game, well, actually, it still does matter at all levels, but against somebody who really knows, how their race works and everything, like, this is such a bad spot to be in. So we're just gonna grab a 3rd gas here, make a tech lab, make Marines. So, cool thing, this ramp right here, you can put the Reaper right here to get vision of what's on the top of it, so... Always be aware of like how the map works, how you can abuse stuff like vision, as well as positioning. That's another thing. People in low masters in comparison to high masters don't really think that much about the map either. Like, your view of the game really changes as you get higher, and it's not because like, you know, magically changing as in like, oh, I'm high masters now, all the answers of the fucking universe are revealed to me. It's more like you've played enough games that you're starting to notice trends in these sort of things, you know? It's kind of how, like, as a kid, you know, like, you have to use a multiplication table to figure out your multiplications, but then, like, you know, as you grow up, you become an adult and all that. Okay, tank. You just kind of start to know it by heart, you know, because you played so much that just you start to see shit. And even numbers that you didn't memorize the timetable for, you just kind of figure it out because your brain's big. I don't know if this is the greatest analogy in the world. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not. Okay, we need to see what's here. Okay, so he's making a reactor right away. I want to see what he did down here. Tank? Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna throw down a third CC then. We just wanted to make sure we're safe. We actually could have gone this third CC way earlier, but we made a lot of extra Marines just for safety. The reason I did this is because we don't know if he's going to attack us or anything, and I wasn't sure if he would go medevacs or not. Now, I don't know what he made out of this starport. I think it was a Viking. But if it was a Liberator or anything else, we're ready to defend it, and we know he has a reactor on that medevac, so we still have time to prepare for this. So that means, okay, it's a medevac actually. Interesting. Pull some workers and get this medevac here. Okay, so even though we just did lose a lot there, it actually doesn't matter that much, because the damage he took from losing those units in comparison to the damage we took is like way worse. So we're gonna leave the Cyclone back here. We now know he's trying to drop us. We'll grab Stim. Tank here, next tank here, over here, and we'll start rallying our Vikings to our Ravens. We'll put these all here, and we'll just chill. Let's drop some depots. Let's drop some NG bays. Another gas. We're saving a scan here just because I want to wait a little bit until I can scan. Like, right about now. Okay, so we see there's a lot of units at his base that are missing.
Not enough minerals.
We're gonna leave this all right here.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay, so we see his first scan went over there.
Not enough minerals.
So a scan out here. Okay, there's his push.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So we clearly have the better air lead here.
Is under attack.
We're gonna disable this. Drop some turrets here. And as you can see, that's an easy cleanup. And that's just from using our air lead, you know, the Vikings we made. So pretty easy fight right there. So now we can take this, we can land this. Let's grab our, whoops. Let's grab our 1-1. Our upgrades are a little bit late, but it's fine. Let's grab this reactor.
Research.
So that's kind of just a retarded push to do in TVT. Don't push somebody's natural. Like, if they're already ahead of you, just don't. It's not a good idea. Generally speaking, you just don't want to push a natural, actually. Because, like, if you're at that point where you can push their natural, you would rather, like, you know, just contain them out their third and just be ahead. So now he's sent a Liberator in, which means he still isn't making anything useful, and he's just falling more behind. So, in this type of game, we can actually, like, cut a few things, you know, instead of getting our second factory, we can do, like, 2 sensor towers here. And then we can do our double, you know, our double gas, second factory.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Not enough.
We'll do our 2 reactors and then our armory.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespene
Okay,
gas.
and from here on out, we'll have this spotter Hellion. Scanned over here. Yeah, we can just tell this guy's like way behind. He doesn't have combat shields yet. We can tell because his Marines, you know, physically lack a shield.
Mineral field depleted.
Drop down armory, another depot. And you know what? We'll drop our Fort CC as well, right over here on site. To protect this Fort CC, what we can do, drop a missile turret here, a supply depot here, you know? Bet you don't see spotter depots every day. This is just for fun, you know? Protoss do it, why can't Terran? The old I can too.
Add-on.
Okay. And we'll start making medevacs here. Because we have a pretty big airball. Throw another scan out.
Upgrade.
Still there.
Add-on.
He has his 1-1. Does he have his combat shield? No, he does not. Okay. So our 2-2 is going to start. I'm going to take a hot guess and say that our shit's just going to be faster than his. Granted, his 1-1 wasn't too far behind.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, we'll take some Marines out. We'll throw one right here. One right here. We'll throw one here.
Depleted.
One like here, some shit. And then we'll put the last one right there. We do this so he can't surprise us, you know? Just safety precaution. Okay, making these units. Start a vehicle attack here. Okay, we actually see where his army is going. So there is a benefit to sending him units out like this. So move this here, we'll move this here.
Mineral field insufficient Vespene gas. Mineral field depleted.
Okay, so his army is actually really small, so check this out. If we move these tanks, you know, right up here.
Ready for dust off.
Yeah, so that was just with scans. That wasn't very efficient, but it was pretty funny. Actually take some of these guys out and spread them. So one here, put a new one here. Yep. Grab a few more of these guys. Move one here. Let's drop a couple starports.
Yes, sir. By the number. Yep. This better be. We could use some help here. Been waiting.
Okay, so he has no medevacs, and we're about to have 2-2. We don't have it yet, but we can just kind of eat this army.
Command center.
Notice how it's just one tank, so we have like this huge ass concave, and he has like no medevacs. Yeah. That kind of just happens. Okay, we'll throw down some barracks. One here, one here, one here. Throw down another CC like here. Did he make a wall? What is this shit? This is garbage. Get out of here. Okay, no units either. Is this even a PF? Oh wow, it is. Man, this skin's like jank as fuck.
Not enough energy.
Ready for dust off.
Okay. We're keeping our Vikings and shit here just in case he does a Doom Drop, you know, because people for some reason like to do that when it's not the right move.
Unacceptable command.
And we have a second army right here. This army can chill. We can scan up a little bit. Oh, he's going BCs. Okay, perfect. So, Reactor, Tech Lab, 3-3. Guys gotta see what we do against mid-game BCs. Some more starports. Lib range and medevac speed. And let's just back up for now. We'll send this army in.
Not enough.
This army will go over here.
Add-on.
And this army will just kind of chill for now. We don't need it to do much. We'll also get a second army for the Mare upgrades. And we're gonna grab Raven Energy. It's gonna be a big one.
Armed and ready.
Add-on complete.
That's fine.
Yeah, we're just gonna fly in right here.
Not mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Talk to me.
Who wants some? Keep this. Who wants some? This better be waiting.
That's all good.
Upgrade complete.
We're chilling. Make a new army. So we're in a position here where we're so ahead we can just make a new army
Complete.
all together. So we're just gonna make a bunch of Marines. You know, we can actually make Thors here if we want it. We're gonna cancel these tanks and make those.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Research complete.
We're gonna need some more Vespene gas here.
Not enough energy.
That wasn't the greatest of all trades, but you know, it's decent enough. I didn't realize we actually had this army right here. Whoops.
Mineral field.
How long ago did I make that actually?
Add on.
Okay, so he's still going into battle cruisers and Vikings, so
Insufficient Vespene
just
gas.
Ravens, tanks, and Marines
Insufficient
are
Vespene
enough to
gas.
beat this. Also see he's trying to mass expand. At this point, we know his army is just going to be one big ball, so we don't need to have these spotters out anymore. We can actually just take everything.
Vespene gas.
We're going to need more Ravens, though, and Marines.
Upgrade.
Actually, you know what? We're going to need a bunch of medevacs still, so let's go ahead and start some of those up. Let's get vehicle speed.
Not enough energy. Upgrade complete.
So Ravens just kind of counter this automatically. As you guys can see there, that was a really, really easy fight.
Vespene geyser exhausted. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Ready for dust off.
Let's go ahead over here.
Ready for dust off.
These Marines are throwaway.
Completed.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy game. So, if you see BCs, just start adding in some Ravens and disabling them. People who make BCs aren't really the smartest of people. I don't know why they think it's good. It's not the natural progression, especially if you're rushing it. It's something you make when you have, like, every single fucking base in the game. Because at that point, you know, you can outproduce them even if they're making Ravens. Because you can make BCs and Ravens of your own. You know? But, like, you make the battlecruiser because of Yamato to kill higher priority things and for the teleport. It's not really like, oh, it's expensive, so it's better than the Marine, you know? When you're not on that many bases, the Marine is actually probably better because it's more affordable and it's very mobile. I don't know. I guess overall what I'm trying to get to is that the battlecruiser is not a unit you guys should be rushing, and so many people in Diamond and even in Masters League sometimes like to go for it, and it's like crazy bad. I don't know why you guys do it. Oh, you know what? I was watching Olympic League 2 on my second monitor, the June finals. Oh, it did not go the way I wanted it to. I'm not going to spoil the score, but yeah, I'm just now catching the results. People who already know the results will know I'm very upsetty spaghetti. Alright, back to main monitor. We got a TVP over here. GLHF. I really like this name, Mech Paladin. Oh, this guy says we're gonna need it. Let's pop the question.
Not enough minerals.
Are you a Smurf? I really hope he says yes. Alright. Let's see if this guy can get away with his shit talk.
Additional
possible.
supply depot.
He could beat me. I'm not unbeatable. Okay, let's drop our gas, and let's
Not
SCV
enough
scout.
minerals.
Here's to hoping he cannon rushes me, because that'll be super easy. I asked if I was lying. Alright.
What's going on?
That's Gateway. That's the Cyber, so it's Cyber first.
Sure thing. Roger.
Let's go down and check his natural timing. Oh, wait, what's this? A second pylon? Okay.
What's going on?
Throw down the CC anyways.
Big job, huh?
And we'll just immediately bring
Not
over
enough minerals.
SCV for a bunker.
Go ahead.
Not
In that
enough
situation,
minerals.
that's the best thing to do. Let's move back in here.
Command center upgrade.
Let's see if his gateway's producing anything.
What's going on?
Nope.
We hear
It should start in a depth right about... now? Come on, where is it? Start the unit.
Gotcha.
Okay, I don't know if it's making or not. Let's go and start
Our
this depot.
SCVs are under attack.
Well,
Send you home.
biscuit. Huh?
Yeah, let's start that factory.
In the rear.
Check again. Okay, there's the Nexus.
Additional supply depots.
So he's not all in with this.
In the rear.
Okay, we'll send the Reaper out, and we'll send the Marine in.
Gateway. Coming through. I'm go. Huh?
Additional
So we're a little bit
supply
capped here,
depots
it's whatever.
Go ahead. Yeah, from
Okay, let's go in and see what's up. We want to see what his first tech choice was.
done.
And we can also poke at these workers.
Whole lot of pain.
It's never worth it to fight workers unless you're guaranteed to get at least 3. In this situation, this guy's build was bad and I know it, so I can probably get more than 3.
Fair enough.
add-on complete.
That's 4.
What's it?
Let's go for a mine drop.
TV ready. I'm listening.
Let's also should be weary of DTs because we don't see any tech structure yet.
Command center upgrade.
So if we don't see another tech structure thrown down here in a second, we're just going to go around the map and check. Actually, let's quickly pick you off.
SCV ready.
Alright.
Yeah, baby. SCV ready.
Unless he has like a gnarly cheese lined up, like I think we just win this game.
Want some?
So we're actually going to do this, Depot and eBay. The reason why we're doing this eBay so early is because the only thing I can see killing us is like maybe a fast DT.
What? You want
Oh wow, I didn't know you could jump that, that's pretty cool.
and go, go, go.
So now we're just checking around the outskirts of the map, you know, sometimes Protoss like to hide buildings around.
SCV ready.
Okay. Start +1 attack, why not?
For dust off.
Send this out.
Not
And we'll do our
enough
missile turrets at 430, so 1 here, and 1 just behind the bunker right here. This covers the outskirts of our base and in front.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
So it's War Prism Immortal.
SCV ready.
Ready for pickup?
Okay, already his attacks held off, and that's it. GG. That's what I mean, like sometimes Protoss just hide their buildings around. This guy's build was pretty fucking ass though, so it doesn't matter. I'm not above BMing. We're gonna throw a question mark at this guy. I don't know what the fuck that was. Don't want to play versus Gay Smear. Easy. Oh, looks like I didn't need his luck after all. Okay. Next game. Another TVP. By the way, guys, your build in this matchup, I was telling my good friend Drift this the other day. In this matchup, I don't think your build matters that much. As long as you're, like, doing the right things objectively, you know, you're keeping your units alive, you're hitting your timings, or hitting a timing at least, you know, trading units for free, then you're good to go.
What's going? Ah!
Oh man, this guy's real angry.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not
I can't build here. SCV ready.
Well, I guess I'm not a YouTuber. Can't be a streamer either.
additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Oops. Got to say GLHF. Honestly, I don't really give a shit about what a cheeser thinks of me.
Big job, huh?
I don't value the opinion of cheesers too greatly in StarCraft 2. Not to say that I don't value them as people. I'm sure I could get along with a lot of cheesers, but in terms of like what they have to say about me on StarCraft 2, their opinion does not mean shit.
Not enough minerals.
I think that's a very good mindset to take. If a cheeser talks trash to you, I don't think you should ever take it seriously.
Command center upgrade.
Especially if it's like after they beat you. A lot of people can get really salty over it. Just remember, they fucking cheesed you out of the game, you know? Unless they can also beat you in a macro game, you know? I think your ego can take it.
Not
JK
enough
though, you should take every loss, like, humbly. Don't build an ego. But also, like, just don't let people shit-talking you in games get to you.
Not enough minerals.
Just take it as a challenge for next time, you know, like, you fucking hate this person so much that you're not gonna lose to them again. So that's my mindset at least. Okay, this guy has a pretty good wall here. Okay, really early second pylon though. So because his second pylon's like this early, we can just punish him. And remember, if we SCV scouted, we actually would have been able to punish him hard there because he can't build the shield battery behind this Nexus. So right here, this is a game where SCV scouting would have been like really sick. Ooh, leg spike. Ooh, don't know what that was.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Add-on
I'll leave
complete.
the Reaper right here for a sec.
Armed and ready. SCV ready.
Yeah, I don't know. Just gonna chill. Can we still get up this ramp? Yeah, we can. That's cool. I guess this isn't the proper wall then. Okay, he made it a depth still. Okay, let's see. Twilight Council and a second gateway. Okay.
Here comes the thing.
Okay, nice adept shape.
SCV ready.
I'm not bothered.
Not
We don't need
enough
that.
minerals.
This better be good.
We already see 2-gate adept.
Been waiting on you. By the SCV ready.
Additional
I
supply.
can actually cancel these 2 Marines and get these 2 SCVs out instead. Maybe drop a bunker at 350 for safety.
This better be good.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Got one more depot.
Ready for dust off.
Go ahead.
Not enough minerals.
Let's grab you. Let's boost you when we can again.
Not
Let's drop
enough
this
minerals.
SPAD eBay.
Add-on. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Throw down this depot. You back in here. You over here.
Ready for pickup? Talk to me.
Now, is he paying attention? Nope. Okay, mine drop wins the game. Check this out. You have the APM, save your mind. I pick this up and, you know, go over here. Don't lose your medevac free though, but if you can, like, saving that mine's pretty big.
Not enough minerals.
So now in a couple seconds, when he moves out again, we can go in with this mine drop. Like, if they go fast blink, the ultimate counter is keeping your mine drop alive, because if they ever move out on the map, then your mine drop, you know, can go in, and it no longer has anything to defend.
Add-on complete.
Keep this in mind, because a lot of people ask me, like, how do you get damage with the mine drop? So, by not suiciding it for free. However, in this case, we know this guy's slow, so 1, 2, 3. Let's forge.
Picking up or dropping off?
He pulled in everything, that's pretty funny. Alright, next game. That was a fun one. That guy was like 41 supply while we were at 70. We were getting supply blocked for quite some time too. That's so funny. Mine drops are like really fucking stupid sometimes. Like they're so stupid if you don't react to them. Like they just win games. A lot of Terran players don't seem to realize this though. Like, I know a single stalker and an adept really quickly can like shut down your whole fucking parade,
Not enough
but
minerals.
like a single mine drop, if it gets damage, you know, it doesn't matter how fucking easy it is. Single stalker and adept are too. It wins games. This matchup is just full of shit
Not
that
enough
wins
minerals.
games, is what I'm trying to say here. Oh, TBT. Okay, let's go. Let's grab that 15 gas. Let's do double gas this game.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay. We can scout if we want to. No real reason to at this league. Well, actually, there's plenty of reason to at this league, but what I meant to say really was, no real reason to if we're going double gas. You should actually scout a lot at lower leagues. Because these are the leagues where, like, people are like, oh, I can't fucking win with macro games. It's time to cheese. Because I feel like at Diamond Masters, you really gotta start putting in effort to win your games, you know? It's not gonna be so simple every time. People are gonna have new stuff, you know? Like, granted, if you're just fucking good at the game, you know, executing the basics really well will always work. I mean, it'll just work at a lot of leagues, even GM almost, you know?
Not enough.
But, like,
insufficient rescue gas.
it becomes more difficult for people. Because this is where everyone else, you know, who's, like, I guess for the most part, maybe trying to execute their basics is at. I just feel like a lot of people get frustrated at this league. I remember, I used to compare StarCraft 2 ranks, you know, with, like, the same type of prestige as like, League of Legends, right? You know, because Diamond League of Legends, I think, is way harder than fucking Diamond in StarCraft 2. I think if anybody argues me that, I'm gonna be, I'm just gonna win the argument. Statistically, what I'm saying is true. Oh. Proxy Marauder. Okay, scouting here is important. Holy shit. Okay,
Our
so what do we do here?
SCVs are under attack.
Don't lose this. Wait for him to come up here, right? Pull some workers, make a mine right away, make some Marines. Okay, we're gonna need a starport and another depot
Is
here.
under attack.
That's nuts. Okay, just keep making mines here. Okay, we can just leave like this. If he comes up the ramp, he gets hit by this Widow Mine. We just keep making mines here, and that's it. The build held. If he lifts his barracks, then it gets a little tricky. But we can just keep doing this otherwise. Okay. Make one more mine and we're good to go. Drop our CC as well.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
So the reason why we stopped making mines here is because we have enough stuff right now to where we're gonna keep these two right here, to where if you like sent a Marine in or something, we can out DPS it pretty easily.
Complete.
And we can always use the Reaper Grenade as well. Okay, so he's gonna lift his barracks in here.
Not enough.
We know we want Marauders, so if we go Banshee here, he's just not gonna have enough stuff.
Not enough.
Keep the Reaper here, and a lot of these Marines shoot at this.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, so that actually was a game where we wanted to SCV scout, but it's whatever, we held this anyways.
Not enough minerals.
This guy's control was booty.
Not enough minerals.
Make a Cyclone. Normally you want to tank against this, but we're just going the Cyclone because it's safer. So let's also send this Reaper out.
Add-on complete.
Okay, he did one Rax Proxy Marauder. Let's throw a scan out behind this. Okay, 2 barracks, an engineering bay for missile turrets. We're just gonna go one Banshee then here. You know, force out a lot of defense.
Sufficient.
I'll throw this over here. Oh, okay, he has his expo set up. Okay,
In the rear with the big job, huh?
that's fine.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
So with these 2 mines, you can put one here. One here.
Research complete. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Missile turret or not, Banshees are always gonna find damage.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Nice thing about Banshees is you can just micro with them. So even if he does this, you know, like we fly over here. We just get out with this. This is pretty worthwhile now. We can get this. Oh, are you kidding me? That sucks. That's not worth it anymore. If we got that Cyclone, that would have been like uber worth it, but whatever. That's just kind of unlucky. I mean, it was greedy to go for anyways. The greed did not pay off.
We hear you.
Not enough.
By the way, we put these Widow Mines out here because he's gonna eventually want to leave his base. So when he does that, you know, it's gonna trigger and it's gonna tell us where he is. We can also take these guys over here, kill this, and then just go back home. And let me go here. You guys ever watch Adventure Time? I've recently been like trying to watch all of Adventure Time. It's such a funny show. I love Adventure Time.
Command center upgrade.
Good old Adventure Time with Finn and Jake. Okay, that's
Our forces are under attack.
okay, so he already took one big one of mine hit. So he's going Bile all in on us. So this one of mine being right here is fine. Square units need to be here.
SCV ready.
He doesn't have a Raven,
SCV ready.
but he could have medevacs. So we actually want you over here.
SCV
And
ready.
we want these extra 2 barracks up like right now.
SCV ready. Go, go, go.
These can be right here for now too.
Not insufficient Vespi. Not enough minerals.
Probably not the best idea, but you know what? For the sake of
Insufficient Vespine
showing you
gas.
guys stuff, I'm gonna go double medevac here.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
One more scan out. He has no third base, we're against all in. So we can actually take our gas.
Roger.
Not enough.
This better be good. SCV ready. Been waiting on you.
Okay, we're fine.
Additional supply depots.
So what happened there? If you watch it again, he went for a double drop. You know, it wasn't very well executed, and we just dropped a auto turret. So Vikings there would have been nice, but you can also just drop auto turrets and be fine.
Light flights here.
So that's like really nice for us. That's a load off our
Additional
backs.
supply
We're gonna send out a double drop immediately. And we're gonna take our watchtowers. So one here, one here,
This better be good.
and one guy will go right here.
Been waiting on you.
And we'll hawk you this.
Where's
Drop it out here. We also need to get on supply cap. Let's do that first. Let's also go ahead and drop this extra factory.
Go ahead.
Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots.
SCV ready.
So his third CC is there and he's making the missile turret. We can drop out here in the shadows
Additional supply depots
and just
required.
unload and kill him.
Upgrade. Not enough.
Ready to roll out.
Here's a cool trick. Control click your Marines. Go in for the missile turret. And then grab your medevacs again.
Not enough.
If we kill his upgrades, then that's like huge for us.
Mineral field depleted. Not enough energy.
Okay, nothing's being researched there. He only has +1 attack, so that means we cancel +1 armor.
Wait. Talk.
Not enough.
Marines will never catch this on their own, so check this out. We can now drop down here.
Our SCVs are under attack. Add-on. Mineral field depleted.
Big.
Our upgrades are just better. So we can win. We save the majority of these SCVs. He only killed 2 of them. Okay, GG. Yeah, and we cancel this +1/+1. If we actually look back, we can see how close the upgrades were. Okay, no, they weren't that close. Still though, taking out stuff like upgrades is a pretty big deal, because it kind of eliminates people's long-term game plan and makes their long-term game plan even longer. So it's just nice to do. And his double drop didn't really do anything. His position here was like actually really fucked because he sent out his double drop. I was wondering why he didn't have anything. Oh, excuse me. In this type of situation, actually, like even fucking killing his CC isn't a bad idea. But this missile turret placement was so fucking jank. You can actually maybe land here and just go in later. It's funny. Okay. Let's watch here what happens when they do this double drop. Let's see how we react. Watch. We hear the damage alert, you know, we're watching the minimap, we pull immediately, we only lose 2 SCVs. We grab our extra units that we left here, you know, we don't really need these tanks, so it'd be nice if we could grab them. And we concave. And we stutter forward because we know we have more numbers than him, and we know we have the upgrade advantage. So, in short, react to shit, you know, bring your other army. Don't, like, leave it, because that will hurt you in the long run. Defend your attacks, it's okay to lose your aggression if you're not taking damage. Not that you should lose your aggression, it's just, it's okay to. You would rather, like, lose your attacking force than lose your economy. Because you can remake that if you have an economy. Oh, I didn't even see this guy's messages. Dude, are you hacking? No losses in month. This is a Bronze 2 Masters account. I'm not gonna trick you guys and say GM. I think I said that earlier. I don't know yet if it's GM. Pretty sure it's just gonna be Bronze to Masters. That's funny. If that's the case, then GG, but it's super odd that you have absolutely no losses. I'm a GM player. I face is GM. Oh, I think we queued against him again. I should probably go back to saying formerly GM. I haven't hit GM this season yet, mostly because I haven't played enough to get GM, or played for GM. I have another account I sometimes ladder on, it's not my main, GLHF, but I've left every single TBT on that account, almost every single TBT, and I've still managed to keep a 61% win rate, which is pretty funny, because a lot of the games are TBT. I've won like every single TVP and TVZ on that account, and then like TBT it's like 7 to 25, it's pretty funny. Like, I just leave TBTs. Alright, so same guy again. Unfortunate for him, he just said GG. So we're gonna do something we didn't do last time, and that is scout him, you know? Last time he did this fucking Proxy Marauder build on us. What's to say this time he won't Proxy Reaper us, right?
Not enough minions.
Kinda curious why I thought it was a hacker. I don't think I did anything suspicious. In history and knowing where I was gonna drop. I mean... Okay, he's not cheesing us this time.
Not enough minions.
In the rear with the gear. Bad news. In the rear with the gear. I can't build here.
Command
those of you wondering how we knew he was going to do that double drop and why I left the Ravens there, I mean, like, he telegraphed it. Like I said, he didn't have a third base, and he went for a reactor on the starport. He either does, like, a Viking tank push, you know, which is already late since he's not doing it off one base, or, you know, he does the double drop, which we correctly expected. And it blew up in his face.
Not enough.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. Got some.
That's kind of funny, though. He was right to say, though, that's not the most unexpected thing to anticipate that drop. It's just, I don't know, I'm surprised. We've been getting called hackers lately. Like, even in the last part, that one guy's like, no-life tryharding hacker. I don't know.
Not enough minerals.
I've played against cheaters in StarCraft 2, people who have admitted they're, like, cheating. You can see them clicking on the fucking minimap where your army is when it's out of vision. It's so blatant, honestly. Like, they are literally on top of your armies before your armies, you know, are even able to engage theirs. Like, it was back in, I think, late 2018. On that one snow map, I can't remember its fucking name, the one where rushing was like really easy to do, but there was a Zerg player who would pounce on my drops before they were finished unloading, and they could be like miles away from his base. He was just ready for it. I'm like, dude, are you hacking? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh. He literally said yeah too, you know, like he's like, yeah, I'm cheating. And then I looked in his match history and I saw one of my friends who played. I'm like, hey, did this guy seem like he was a cheater to you? He's like, yeah, he even said he was. I was like, oh, rad. Okay. No, weird shit. Okay, so this guy, what the fuck is he doing? I'm wondering where most of his money is, because, you know, he should not have had one Reaper there. Maybe he went RFE. Let's check. Yep, it's RFE. Okay, common dive tactic. He's going for missile turrets really fast. He thinks we're gonna go Banshee again. We're just gonna get the free damage here. Okay.
Insufficient rescue gas.
So he's really behind now. We can just add 2 barracks here. Keep this here.
Insufficient rescue gas. Insufficient rescue gas. Not enough minerals.
Hotkey you. Hotkey you and hotkey you. Yeah, we're gonna need you guys.
Add-on.
Yeah, but back on the topic of what I was talking about. If you're against a cheater in StarCraft 2, there is nothing more fucking blatant. I can tell you from experience. Like, it's so crazy one-sided, the game. I'd be amazed.
Not enough minerals.
Okay. We know this guy doesn't open Raven, so he's probably going to do a drop again, because if you open Raven, there's no real reason to build those missile turrets, like, blindly like
Not
that.
enough minerals.
I'm gonna actually,
Insufficient gas.
get these reactors out, because we don't have a lot of Marines right now. It's gonna delay a lot of things, though.
Insufficient.
Also gonna delay stim. It's normally not great to delay stim, but we kind of just need the units here. 'Cause this opener is, like, really greedy. So a scan here, he's going mech. Okay.
Add-on.
So if he's playing mech, we got this.
Add-on complete.
I think mech's pretty easy to deal with at this level. You should need to mech her up. Now we have 3 ways of dealing with this. We can go ARAX all in, which I don't think is really going to be great here. Or we can just play territorial, you know, tanks, Vikings.
Not enough minerals.
If we don't lose our Vikings and tanks for free, we can just play the air game.
Not enough minerals.
But we're going to need some Marauders pretty quickly. And we're going to want these gases in a little bit. Let's finish these depots, because this is really fucking me.
Minerals. Not
Let's also
enough
drop this
minerals.
armory.
Not enough minerals.
Double tech lab. Just keep making units here.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Mineral field. Not enough minerals.
These upgrades.
Not enough.
So I'm not talking much. The goal here, we're making Marauders, we're making tanks, we're making Vikings. And we're just gonna wait until we have something for us.
Additional.
In this case, I'm thinking, you know, these next two Vikings pop out, we can go for it.
Not enough.
Because we should have stim with it. We don't want to stim ideally, unless it's like the wind fight. What did I just start here? Don't want this yet.
Not enough.
Want this. Okay. Drop scan here, we see he doesn't have that much actually. He's actually pretty spread thin.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Research complete.
Drop our Fort CC.
Mineral field depleted.
So in this style, playing against mech, we're trying as best as we can not to lose units, and just contain them. So how can we do this? Well, we see he's already separated some of his Vikings.
Research complete. Not enough energy.
We can go right here first, you know. Target these down. This is pretty decent damage actually, so we can just, you know, chill. Start up the second starport, second armory. Grab that.
Additional.
As long as we don't like lose an absurd amount of units suddenly, we're fine. A lot of people need to know you don't need to rush it versus mech.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Actually, I want medevacs here. We can break these rocks because they only benefit the mech player.
Upgrade complete. Command center upgrade. Upgrade. Mineral field depleted.
Eventually, moments like these will present themselves.
Not enough energy.
Ready for dust off.
We now have the air lead.
Mineral field depleted.
So with that air lead, right? Doesn't matter if it's mech or not, it's still, you know, a Terran. They're still confined by these limitations.
Mineral field depleted.
Now what?
So he's not mining from his natural. And we see that the missile turret over there has been destroyed. So check this out. We can drop over here. And that's it. So again, Patience versus mech, they really don't have that much. You have Ravens, you can just disable this shit. This guy didn't go Ravens for some reason, he was trying to go Thors behind this. Like, this is just so greedy. Think about it. 3 factories, 2 armories, you know, 2 starports with reactors, you know? And, like, he's building all these, like, missile turrets. Like, okay, let's just go in before this fight actually happens so you guys get an idea of how ahead we are. He's at 109 supply. All we did was focus up, you know, we built stuff, and as 2-2's about to finish, right? We went for it because we just have stuff, you know? Like, see how even though this fight has no medevacs, nothing really going for it, we just kind of roll him? Like, we have more fucking Vikings than the mech player, also. Like, we're just A-moving him really hard here. Like, you guys have to take into mind, mech is so expensive and slow. Like, as long as you don't lose all your shit immediately, and you just come in when you have like way more than them, eventually this happens, you know? Like, even though he didn't lose everything, he still has like a bunch of tanks, right? Like, we also have tanks, right? But we also have bio, and we have more air control than him. So he's now just losing stuff for free, and there's nothing like the mech player can do here. So be patient with your bio, you know, wait for the right opportunity, and just kind of go for it when you can. Okay, let's check the timer on this video real quick. We're at 55 minutes, you know, I don't want to talk for 5 minutes, so let's do one last game. You can also see we could have cleaned up these supply blocks, you know, maybe even max there with better macro. Let's do one more game, and then we're going to call it quits for this part. I'm pretty sure, you know, that this is part 13. Oh, excuse me. Could be part 14. I really don't fucking know. I don't keep up as well as I should. Okay, let me check my YouTube. Yeah, it's part 13. Hell yeah, we nailed it first time. I'm a master at this. You know, I really focus so much on this. I take it super seriously. Right. Also, like I said, this guy telegraphs what he does. Since he doesn't go Raven, he's gonna go Reactor, and there's only so many things you can do. You know, you can do like Medivacs for a drop, or you can go Vikings and do a tank push, or you can go mech behind it. Just go fucking Ravens in TVT. They're so good. Like, they won us that game too. Like, you guys remember, like, earlier before the first engagement, how, like, I disabled 2 of his tanks and we killed them for free? That's awesome. Like, I guarantee you, had he had those 2 tanks, that push may not have been as effective. Also, keep expanding versus mech. Like, it's okay to trade out your army, as well as, like, a bunch of CCs, as long as you have a lot of workers alive and CCs everywhere else. But more importantly, you don't want to lose your barracks. Because if you have money, you can always make units and keep throwing them at the mech army. Eventually it'll die, right? For mech, they need bases, you know? Like, their production doesn't fucking matter if they can't afford it. So killing workers for mech and killing their army are the 2 biggest things. For bio, it's killing their production and killing the recon. Their army doesn't matter. The bio army is meant to be fucking thrown around like a ragdoll. Alright, fitting. Our last game is a TVZ. Hell yeah. Alright, let's do it. Let's get her done.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, this is really the only TVZ we've seen today.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, this guy said U2 and he used the wrong 2. Or, sorry, he used the right 2. What the fuck am I on? I don't know why I said it wrong. I think I was trying to say he didn't use the wrong, but like my brain kind of changed its mind before my mouth could fix itself.
Additional supply depots.
You guys ever have that though, where you're like thinking of a word and you're looking at something and you say what you're looking at and start thinking about that word?
Not enough minerals.
I don't think that made a lot of sense. I can't think of a better way to describe it though, so I guess you guys are just doomed to never know what I'm talking about. Maybe some of you got it. Yep, send out this 18 SCV scout. Why are we not 17 scouting? Because I don't want to. Why are we 18 SCV scouting? Because I want to scout, but I don't want to do it at 17. Why aren't we rack scouting? Because it's too late. I don't want to. God damn it. It needs to stop happening on this stream. On this video channel. We keep hitting that C key by mistake. Maybe I should, like, fucking change that. I don't know. Okay. We're gonna see now if it's full first or not. Doesn't look like it. Yep, standard. Okay, so we're gonna go with 3cc build. This is 1 gas, 3cc. If all goes according to plan, we just kind of roll this guy. Okay, what's the plan, you might ask? Well, see how we're usually supposed to drop that gas on a, you know, as the factory drops? What we're gonna do is we're not. We're gonna make a reactor and stay on 1 gas. We say no to that second gas. Say it with me. No second gas. No. And in a little bit we can throw down a third CC.
SCV ready.
Throw it down like right there. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing.
Bad news.
Oh, we start rolling down to the net.
SCV ready.
Wow, he let that gas finish.
I'm going. Got some.
Alright, this guy's the master of doing nothing correct. He's gonna throw down his tumor in a second here, so let's just pull these lings away.
SCV ready. What's going on? What's it worth?
And that gas guy's there. You want to grab the gas at your natural, by the way, as you throw it on your starport around 305.
Not enough.
So we got his first tumor. This queen here hasn't done anything, so she's probably gonna throw down a tumor too.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Command. Not enough minerals.
Oh yeah, baby.
Get out. Ah, nuts. Threw the grenade in the wrong direction. It's whatever.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some.
Take this gas immediately. You know, like populate it. Let's wait for these Hellions. Don't lose your Reaper usually, that wasn't actually worth it. Okay, now with this build you always want to go for a blind Banshee. No cloak, just blind Banshee. And you want to like throw it like right here or some shit.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to raise some hell.
Okay. Chill with these Hellions. Oh, just sneezed like really loudly, but I muted my mic in time, I think. Jeez. Okay. So, lift this up. System starts.
What's going on?
Now we do double depot. You know, as this is done, we lift it up. You can send the Hellions out now.
SCV ready.
We're gonna do 2 reactors, one for the factory and one for the starport. And we're gonna put some eBays in this wall.
SCV ready.
Okay. There are his wings.
Talk to me.
There is his third. He already has the spore crawler, so let's kill some of this larva.
SCV ready.
Killing larva doesn't do anything, but I feel like it's annoying,
Boy.
so I do it.
In the rear. What's going on?
Add on.
SCV ready.
Okay. Another reactor here. 1-1.
Add on. Complete.
One more reactor.
SCV ready.
And 2 more barracks.
SCV ready.
It's a very greedy way to go into this build, but it's still a working way regardless.
I can't build here.
Set up this depot wall.
Talk to me, boss.
Send these Hellions over here.
What's up? I'm waiting on you.
Attack some of those lings because they don't have speed for some reason.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Okay, this guy's still adding shit on.
Additional.
Drop down this armory.
Armed and ready.
Let's finish this wall.
Add on. Complete.
Yeah, let's just
Research
develop.
Complete.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Oh, what the hell happened to you guys? Jeez.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Yeah, whatever, just keep making marines and shit. We're going reactive mines this game, we're just gonna skip tanks.
Ready. SCV. I can't build here. SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
Second that didn't do anything, let's throw a scan down here in the main.
SCV.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's Mutalisk.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Let's kill this
Not
Overlord.
enough. Add on.
SCV ready.
Let's take this army right here and just send it out.
This better be good. SCV ready.
Okay, now normally this push should be hitting a little bit earlier, but we kind of just went greedy and wanted a lot of our barracks early on, because this guy wasn't spreading creep. Normally you want to clear that creep as quickly as you can,
Supply depots required.
so there may be some ramifications,
Ready for
if
dust
this
off.
guy is good or not.
Not enough minerals.
But as you can see, like, with almost no Hellion pressure, this guy has like no creep,
Not enough.
so
Additional
Okay,
supply.
and Roach Ravager. Alright, this probably wins the game right here, this attack. Okay, it's Roach Hydra Ravager. Okay. So because he's doing a shit style, we're still gonna make mines anyways, because I don't give a fuck. Normally you would want to go tanks here.
Not enough.
Just gonna drop down 3 barracks, why not? And just make some marauders here and win the game with that.
Enough minerals.
This better be good.
So the reason this is bad is because he's not maxing out faster than us and he's not outproducing us. Like, he should have had way more stuff, so the fact he's this behind on his production is usually an indication that what he's doing is not gonna work. So, we'll just keep going, you know, really parade this.
Mineral field completed.
Borrow this singular Widow Mine. And, yeah, he actually has 2-2, that's pretty impressive. His 2-2 is like way faster than I actually expected. Okay. He holds.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Hell with him if he thinks I'm gonna make some siege tanks this game.
Ready for dust
Oh wow, he's chasing too. Okay. You know what, fuck it. He earned it. We'll give him some siege tanks.
Complete.
Hold on, ladder Zerg. We're gonna stay on 80 workers though, just cause, you know, at this point we're gonna play the late game. Why not? I'm gonna give you guys a fun game if this guy can make it that long. I'm actually impressed that he has this 2-2 that fast.
Upgrade.
That is like mad good.
Complete.
I didn't expect him to hit that timing. Granted, he like fucked over his unit production, but whatever.
ready for dust off.
Sweet 2-2 timing.
Not enough minerals.
So now we also have 2-2.
Mineral field. Not enough minerals.
Disarming.
Center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
Okay, here you just keep making tanks, bio, you know, huge.
Not enough minerals.
And we're just gonna play him run.
Mineral field depleted. Not enough energy.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
This is not the fight for you to take.
Research complete.
Get concussive shells. Concussive shells is really good against this.
What's going? Kaboom, baby!
And LaBranch. And fun Ghost Academy if it ever gets there.
Not enough minerals.
So here we're just concaving, you know, make the arc as big as he can. Doesn't matter how close he gets. He's walking into tank fire at this point. So, yeah, he kind of kills himself. I guess we have to lower this depot because of this CC. I was wondering where those tanks were. So, even though this guy's, like, build was kind of neat, the idea of this is really fucking stupid because Roach Hydra isn't a great comp for Zerg if you're just gonna play defensive. Did he send us a friend request? Who's Huxley? Oh, he's the guy we beat. Alright. Yeah. And let's remove. I don't want friends on this account. As you guys can see, I have absolutely no friends. If I had even a single friend, I could never be the tryharding hacker GM player that all of you know me to be. Anyways, that concludes part 13. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll catch you guys another day. You know what? The next part may come out tomorrow. It may even come out next week, or, you know, maybe today. No, I'm not promising anything. Don't take this out of context. Thank you for watching. Bye.